You can film in the lobby, but you cannot film back here.
I know you probably don't like what I'm doing. I can tell by your energy, but it's okay. You don't have to like it. But I appreciate. Listen, we have rights in this country. This is the United States of America. People need to understand that we don't need permission to exercise our rights. I have business
Isn't that
here.
a shame?
Recording, taping, photography, strictly prohibited beyond this point. Transparency and accountability.
You didn't check in. Nobody knows who you are. I don't feel comfortable.
I don't know who you are. Just walking around this area where it's open to the general public, despite having an unconstitutional sign with no statute on it, that's not enforceable by law enforcement. So you guys, I understand you're trying to protect people's information. That's
Absolutely.
fine. That's cool. That's fine. But you have to do so in a way that doesn't infringe on somebody else's rights. If they try to violate my rights, I would hope you aren't complicit, that you protect my rights.
Unfortunately, we do not allow photography or videography back here. He doesn't believe that is enforceable.
Welcome back, Liberty Trollers. We're outside of the Brevard County Tax Collector's Office. It looks like a CVS building that turned into a tax collector's office. That's interesting. We're here to make sure that our public servants treat we the people with respect and above all recognize and honor our rights. Let's see if they do just that.
Window 4.
Notice, recording, taping, photography, strictly prohibited beyond this point. Do you guys have a business card with the address here? Thanks. I like that right there. It says transparency and accountability every day.
Doesn't have our address on it, but it's got a couple QR codes.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Yeah, there's a lot of QR codes on one card.
26.
Sir, you can't film back here.
Mm-hmm.
You can't film back here. You can film in the lobby, but you cannot film back here.
I'm sorry.
It's actually posted
Can you come
right
over?
on the
Can you come
door.
over here and talk to me so we're not yelling?
Right out here, I'm going to show you.
Yeah. I saw it. Can I talk to you real quick? So that's just the sign. It doesn't have a statute on it, so it's not a law. Is what I'm trying to say. So
What I'm telling you is my tax collector says you are not allowed to film back here.
I get it.
So we're
I
gonna
totally get
We're
it.
going to uphold what she tells me that we are going to do, and that's why she put a sign out here.
What's her name?
My name is Jan.
No, not you, but her. What's her name?
Her name is Lisa.Cullen. She's the Brevard County Tax Collector.
Okay.
She is the one that has set forth that in this office.
Right.
Whether it's got a statute on it or not, you are not allowed to film back here.
Yeah.
That's why we post it.
Sure, I get it. Yeah, so it's a policy. It's not like a law or anything. So like say if law enforcement were to come here, I've done this many times, they'll come here if you were to do that, and they'll basically say, well, we're not policy enforcement, we're law enforcement. So that sign's got to go. That's actually why I'm here. So I want you guys to make sure that, I know you didn't put up the sign personally, but whoever did, which just sounds like it's Lisa, it needs to be taken down because that's an unconstitutional sign. It's unlawful. I don't know about unlawful or not, but it's chilling people's rights basically. So this is a public.
We do this to actually protect
I get
people's
it.
information.
Private
because
information,
we have a lot
yeah.
of computer screens
Yeah,
here with
yeah.
a lot of personal information
Yeah,
on it.
I'm not here to
and
do
we
that,
do
no.
that to protect our
Sure.
customers' privacy.
Yeah, no problem with that. I have no
So-
problem with that. So just so
Okay.
you know, it's not my intention to get that information.
Okay.
Even if somebody were to do that with nefarious purposes, it's not against the law per se. But if you post it somewhere or do something criminal with it, then it becomes a criminal matter. But I'm not here to get that information. I'm just going to do like a walkthrough.
No, sir, you're not.
And then
You're not allowed to film back here.
Well, I just explained to you, it's not a law or anything. It's a policy.
But it is our policy, and it is posted out. It is posted right here.
Sure.
You can film in the lobby and you can film outside, but you cannot film back here where we have customers.
Sure, I understand you're just doing what you're told, but respectfully, I'm just going to finish getting
And
the public
respectfully,
areas,
you're
just the
not.
public
You're not
areas.
You're not gonna videotape
But
back here, sir.
I'm not going to be shoulder surfing. I'm not going to get anybody's personal information.
You're not gonna videotape back here, sir.
Well, I am. By the
No,
time you even
you're
call the
not.
police, I'll be out of here. I'm not going to be here that long.
Yeah, no,
But,
you're not gonna
but if you were to,
videotape back
if I hear that you're calling them, they'll have to stay and wait for them to get here. And then what's going to happen
But you
is
can stay outside, you can stay out in the lobby, and like I said, you can film out there all you want.
I can stay in here
But
too,
you're
man.
not gonna-
Respect,
You're not gonna film out here.
respectfully. But again, I've been through this like a dozen times, or more than that, and it happens almost every time. They come here and say, "Well, ma'am, it's we can't enforce that policy." You know what I mean?
Could you please go get Haley?
Who's Haley? Is she above you, or what's Haley's title? Is she the agency manager?
No, she's not.
Oh.
Is she here in the building? I need her. If Kate's here in the building, I need her.
And again, Jan, I'm not here to get anybody's information. I'm just walking around the public
But you're
areas.
not, sir. You're not. I can't allow you to film back here. That's why we have it posted.
Well, that's the thing. It's not like
Because
you,
we're here. We're part of our job here is to protect our customers' rights and their privacy.
yeah.
He wasn't checked yet. No idea. I don't know who he is. I don't feel comfortable. For safe.
Yeah, and that's why we don't
Check
let.
in next time.
Yeah.
Were you
I know
joking?
you're doing public audit and all that shit. You didn't check in. Nobody knows who you are. I don't feel comfortable.
I don't know who you are. But no, what I was going to say, I was going to respond to what you just said, okay?
Okay.
So you said you can't allow me to do this, but the thing is that I don't need anybody to allow me to do it. It's a constitutional right. If I needed permission, it wouldn't be a right, right?
We have it posted right outside this door that there's no filming past this point,
It's an
and
unconstitutional
so
sign.
there's no filming past this.
I'll give you an example of what I mean. If that sign said, people with red shirts can't walk in here back beyond this point, it's a policy. That would be discriminatory, right? Because we have a right to wear whatever color shirt we want.
You're given a hypothetical question to something that's not happening, so I have no answer for that.
It's an example of civil rights. Recording is under the First Amendment. So is what color shirt you decide to wear.
So is our customer's right to privacy as well, sir.
There is no right to privacy in public. We're in public right now.
Absolutely there is. Yes, absolutely. Just you can push that door right there.
But the only thing I think this is the hinge where the door swings this way or this way for you is you think that they have expectation of privacy in public, but this is public. There is no expectation of privacy in public.
Yes, there is. When
That's
we
the
have
crux of it all.
Is there something I
private.
can help you with?
Oh no, hey, I'm Zach. Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Kay. I'm the office manager.
Are she above you or are you above her?
No, I'm above her.
Okay.
And unfortunately, we do have signs
Yeah.
that say no photography or
Yeah.
videography back here. This
Yeah,
is our
I s-
workspace, and to upkeep
Yeah.
the privacy of our customers,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
do not allow photography back here. So if that is
Yeah.
on, please turn it off.
Yeah, I
Or
mean,
turn it towards yourself. No,
here,
no recording.
let me I'm gonna explain something to you real quick.
Okay, well, let's go
So-
out here.
Well,
So
no,
we
right
can
here. Right,
couple-
it's-
no,
I'd
we
ask
need
him-
to come
I'd-
out
if you want to
here.
stand right here, that's fine. So it's
No,
so it's facing this way.
You cannot record back here. There's a sign right
I was-
outside the door
can I
that
just-
tells you you cannot record
I need to
back
tell you
here.
something. That sign. Oh, I'm sorry. What was your name again?
My name's Kay.
Okay, so you didn't put the sign out there. It was
Yes, I
Lisa.
did.
Oh, you did.
Well, on Lisa.Cullen's behalf,
Okay.
yes.
Well, that I was explaining to Jan, right?
Yes.
That's an unconstitutional sign. There's no statute. There's no Florida law on there that says that a member of the public can't record. This is a public area.
Yes,
Now,
but-
hold on. It's not my intention. It's not my intention to get anybody's personal information. I'm not here to do that at all. I have no interest in that at all whatsoever. Now, even if I did, it's not against the law, but I'm not here to do that. Okay. But what you do with that information criminally, that is against the law, obviously. If I were to post it somewhere or on the black web or something like that, that would be, a crime. But just walking around this area where it's open to the general public, despite having an unconstitutional sign with no statute on it, that's not enforceable by law enforcement. So you guys, I understand you're trying to protect people's information. That's fine.
Absolutely.
That's cool. That's fine. But you have to do so in a way that doesn't infringe on somebody else's rights. Okay? So you have the computers facing that way, so I can't see on the computers.
Yes, but there are some computers that are turned different ways. So that's why we
understand.
have the sign up there so that we do not have videoing
look,
back here.
I get it.
You can video all you want out in front.
I get it, and I'm working on a story. I'm an independent journalist, so I have my job is to go into all the public areas. So this is a limited public forum. I'm not going into any non-public forums. Okay, so if I can see it from public, maybe after I leave, you guys get those screen tents
Yeah.
or something,
Unfortunately,
or
we
you
don't wait
rearrange a
until
different way.
afterwards. That's why it is not allowed back here. In case there is a situation where someone is turning for their customer to witness what's on their screen, to review it or something, that's why photography and video is not allowed back here.
I
It's
get
for
the reason.
The Driver Privacy
I get
Protection Act.
I totally get the reason. I'm not here to get any of that information. But again, if you guys just let me do my business,
Unfortunately,
I
we
don't-
cannot let you
well,
videotape back here.
I know you don't willingly want to
No,
let
we
me.
do not
but-
willingly. And unfortunately,
But that's not up to you
know,
guys. Is what I'm saying. If you guys just leave me alone,
Yeah, unfortunately, we
the
can't do that.
the quicker I get to it, the quicker I leave. That's
No.
how it works.
Yeah. Well, we've asked you not to. And
You
again,
did.
we don't want to cause a disruption here,
Yep,
in here,
that's
but
fine.
we
I'll-
cannot have you videotaping back here. And again, that's the reason for the
What
sign.
would be the next step? Because if you call law
Yeah.
enforcement, which I'm guessing is what you would do next, then they're going to tell you that there's no laws being broken and they can't do anything about it. I've done this dozens of
Yeah.
times.
Well, we would call law enforcement. We
Okay.
would explain to them that again, it is a disruption and it can infringe on our customers'
Price v.
privacy.
Price v. Garland's case law. It's already been decided upon. The act of recording in and of itself cannot be seen as a disruption. If I was yelling in addition to recording, then that's a disruption. But as long as I'm not breaking any
and
laws.
also too, are you doing a transaction back here? This area is for transactions. It's for customer service back here.
Well, I'll tell you
It's
again what
just
I'm
not
doing.
for-
I'll tell you exactly what I'm doing. So I'm an independent journalist. I'm gathering content for a story. My job is to go into all the different public areas, only the public areas. No interest in climbing the counter and going in. That's a non-public area over there.
Right.
Okay, so I know my public forums. You have traditional, non-public, and limited. This is a limited public forum. So as long as you're checking off all those boxes with time, place, manner restrictions, you guys are obviously open until like what, 4, 5 o'clock. Place, this is a public building, so not limited public forum. And 3, manner, I'm not being disruptive. This cannot be disruption.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, we cannot allow you back here. So we will take our next step. I mean, again, we will have law enforcement, come out if we need to.
I would say do what you need to do, but I would encourage you not
You want to
to.
call the non-emergency?
It's like the Long Island audit guy.
Yeah.
He does this for money.
Well,
I don't do it for money.
On Long Island
well,
audit.
and you know what? Our customers
You know
have
who
the
Long
right to
Island
their
Audit is?
privacy too. I mean, they may not want to be on your video.
Yeah, okay.
Are you asking each one of those customers if you have a release to put them on your video or to have, put it on YouTube or put it on TV
I found the
or anything like
disconnect.
that?
I found the disconnect. So the disconnect is you think, just like Jan, that there's expectation of privacy in public. There's no expectation of privacy in public, man. That's what I try to explain to her. I'll explain to you that it's case law. As soon as you walk out your house when you're in public, I mean, there's cameras all around this room. I can FOIA request any of those and watch you guys from home and publish it wherever I want to publish it. No questions asked. And I don't even have to identify myself. I can just put good citizen, anonymous, bam. I have the footage. I can watch you guys from home. What's this camera going to do that I can't do on those cameras? You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Absolutely, but like I said,
I'm trying to be
we are a
reasonable with you,
business.
but listen,
Right.
we have rights in this country. This is the United States of America, okay? And people need to understand that we don't need permission to exercise our rights. I have business
Isn't
here.
that a shame? Isn't that a shame?
Right, we're
that
not-
all these people in here have, you can come in and you can video and do what you're going to do even as an anonymous
Well,
person.
I'm not bothering
and
them.
they have,
I'm not
they
bothering.
have no say.
Again, remember, this is not a disruption.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if I was blocking them from doing the business, or if I was standing over their shoulder and getting in their face, or something like that, yeah, that would be a disruption, obviously. Or if I was screaming or yelling or protesting, that's one thing.
I
But-
understand. And
but
I
if
mean, we need public check-ins every now and then.
But this
I
is just the
agree.
modern way of taking notes, essentially. I'm just gathering content.
Right.
I'm going to be quiet as long as nobody talks to me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
And again, but I can't let you wander around back here.
Well,
Just
I understand
from
you're
a
just
tax
doing your.
collector.
I
Absolutely.
get
I'm just
the translation to me is that you're just
I'm
doing your
just doing my
job.
job.
I totally get it.
absolutely.
I can't stop you from calling the police, just
I
like you
know.
can't physically stop me from doing what I'm doing. But
Right.
that's why you call the police. When
I
they
know.
get here, they're going
We
to tell
had that
you.
conversation.
They're going to tell you exactly what I told you. They're going to say, "Well, that sign is there's not a statute on it. It's not a Florida statute. It's a sign that anybody can do."
Right.
Or put up, and that they're not policy enforcement. They're law enforcement.
Right.
They don't enforce feelings. They don't enforce, policy or anything like that. In the United States, maybe in a third world country, but not here. So if someone has a problem with filming, they can just. They're not forced to stay here. They can pause, or they can slide their information on a piece of paper to the person they're dealing with.
But then
There's
you've
ways
now
around it.
interfered with the business they're doing because legitimately
I'm not interfering.
you don't have you're not doing business.
I
You're not
get so
transacting
so you
anything.
think okay, so my understanding is because you're saying unless I have a transaction with a driver's license or one of those services, then this isn't
You
legitimate
really shouldn't
business.
be back. Correct, you shouldn't,
Okay.
be right, you shouldn't be in this, on
Okay.
our work area
Okay,
back here.
well, there's a case law for that too. It's Brandsburg v. Hayes. Wherever the people can be, the press can be as well, okay? This equal access, it's case law, it's out the 11th Circuit, covers all the state of Florida. And you couple that with Smith v. Cumming, which says we have a right to observe our government in the course of their official duties. So how do you do that? Unless you come and watch you guys while you're on the front lines, serving the public,
But
right?
again, there's always the opportunity. It's our responsibility to uphold, again, the driver privacy protection. So
Yeah, DIPA.
in that,
like HIPAA, but DIPA.
yeah,
I understand.
PPPA, yes,
But again,
in
I
that
can't.
instance, something
yeah.
could,
Yeah. I can't violate HIPAA because I'm not employed here. I can't violate DIPA in a DMV. It's the onus is on you. And my understanding is that your understanding is that you're trying to prevent that by telling me not to do this, but you have to
Right.
find other ways to do that because you can't violate any members, another person's rights, because their rights don't end where someone's feelings or someone's policy begins.
Right. And as you said, again, I'm just upholding what the tax collectors has asked us to do.
I get it.
And what they, again.
I'm not going to hold that against you.
despite it.
Listen, I understand.
I don't hold against you from trying to do a job too.
Well, we both have jobs to do,
Absolutely.
and this is constitution protected business, the First Amendment protected. I'm not here doing anything I'm not allowed to do. I haven't broken the law before. I've never been convicted of a crime. So I mean,
That's true.
I'm vigilant of signage. I saw the signage on both sides. I looked before. But again, that's unconstitutional. It doesn't have a statute, and for a reason, because it's not enforceable.
Right.
Your boss can tell you, and essentially, I'm your boss's boss, Lisa's boss. So that's why I can be in here. If this were a private establishment or a business, then of course you would be right. If somebody tells me to stop or to go somewhere, I have to.
Right.
Doesn't matter if I understand it or not. I have to. So I understand there's a difference between public and private. This is taxpayer funded. I understand people may feel uncomfortable. It is what it is, but freedom is messy. Okay, it's not as sanitary.
Freedom comes at a price.
Exactly. So it's the land of the
Absolutely.
free because of the brave. You know what I'm saying? So now that we have an understanding, I think you understand. I'm not here to get anyone's private information. I'm just gonna walk through.
And I think
once
you
I get all,
too, I have to uphold my job too. And my responsibility is to enforce that we do not have photography or videography beyond that door. We don't even let the customers take pictures, of their driver's license or, their own things,
I think I saw. Do you guys have QR codes in here?
Do we have QR codes?
No. Do you guys have QR codes like at any of the
Out front.
stations out here?
Oh,
I saw
yeah,
them.
they do here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I understand the reason behind it, but again, freedom is messy. At the end of the day, this is
Right.
not the permission society. It's a free society, and
Again,
you
we're
can't
both-
satisfy
we're both
everybody.
Just doing our jobs.
Yeah,
We're both just doing our
we're
jobs.
both doing our jobs, so we're at an impasse there. But I have the Constitution protecting me, and what's going to happen is if you escalate it, which I hope you don't, but if you do, what's going to happen is it's going to be embarrassing for all those involved. Law enforcement's going to tell you guys that you probably should just take the sign down,
Yeah.
or they're just going to say just leave them alone. If he asks for anything that's legitimate business, just help him and get him out of here. That's what they're going to tell you.
We'll wait and see what they have to say. But,
Okay. So,
Unfortunately,
did you guys
I
already
want
call?
to say it was on, and probably on their behalf that we were suggested to add signs up, to separate the
Are they coming?
separate the two positions.
Okay.
Yeah. Again,
So-
in the lobby, it's perfectly fine because we don't have that private information out there, but back here to try and protect our customers.
Well, sure, there's
that's-
more private information out here, but you can still get private information out there too.
Well, you probably
Yeah.
could if somebody wasn't, but again, it's not our workspace, and whatever private information somebody may have on there, that would be on that public person.
Now, I've stood outside of weed dispensaries and whatnot from a public sidewalk, and they come up to me and say I'm violating HIPAA. I'm like, dude, if I can see it from a public sidewalk, that's not on me. If I can see,
Yeah.
personal information or hear personal information from public, which all these guys can hear, everything I can hear, everything my camera's picking
Oh,
up,
absolutely.
their ears are picking up, but we're not kicking them out. You know what I'm saying? We're not trying to get them out of here. So the only difference is this is being recorded. They're not recording. But again, this is taking notes, gathering content. Any one of these guys could be taking notes right now. Would you call the cops on them if they were taking notes?
Well, I probably wouldn't know they were taking notes. I thought they would be taking probably the information that was being, relayed to them for their transaction.
But what I'm telling you is reasonable, right? It's reasonable.
Everything has a reasonable doubt.
All right. Well, what I'm exercising right now, it's called freedom of press. So
I understand it.
5 freedoms under
And
the
what?
First Amendment.
What are you? What press are you with? Are you?
I'm an independent
you're an
journalist.
independent journalist.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I'm just gathering content for a story. So,
I know. Again, we both
I-
have jobs to do.
I probably would have. I mean, I probably would have been out by now if nobody would have called the cops, and you guys just would have. You know, you could have escorted me. You know what I'm saying? I can't stop
But
you from doing that.
You know, what I've been charged with doing is not allowing, video in the
And this is all
office.
coming down on Lisa. She's like the high as you get, right? In the
She is our tax collector.
okay, all right. How can I reach her? By the way, not right now, but how would I? What's the
Yeah.
best way to? Does she have an office that I
Oh,
can
yeah, she has
visit
a
later at a
office
later
in
time?
Titusville. We have a telephone number for her.
Okay. Do you mind? Could I get her number and email?
Absolutely.
All right, I appreciate it.
Um,
Also,
paper.
before I leave, I'm going to submit a public records request.
Okay.
You can do it, or you can assign somebody
Sure.
else here to do it. I don't really care.
Okay.
As long as somebody does it before I leave, we'll conclude my business today.
all right.
So,
Okay. And
so you're aware that the Chapter 119 before statute?
absolutely.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Good.
We'll have you write
Good.
down what your request is and
Okay.
your information, and we will get it to
All
the
right.
department who can fulfill what you need.
All right, great. Great. Did you get an ETA on the law enforcement?
I know they're down the street.
Is it sheriff's office or police
Sheriff's.
department?
Sheriff's.
Okay, good. I like the
Yeah.
sheriffs a little bit more
Yeah.
because they're tasked to protect our rights.
Could you give me a piece of paper also? Okay, that is her email address, Lisa.Cullen at BrevardTC.com, and that is her office number.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, awesome. Just in case I lose it. Perfect.
You have a good note taker.
Yeah, exactly. This is my my modern tech note taker. Oh man,
We both have tough jobs, so.
that guy behind you has a pretty good idea what I'm doing, but unfortunately he has a bad view of it. Patriots like what I'm doing. People who don't like rights in this country don't like what I do.
Well,
We
all
call
have
them
rights.
we call them bootlickers.
Yeah. And sometimes when you work for government officials, you have to follow the government, rules, like them or not.
Hey, if it ain't American, I ain't interested. If it violates my constitution, I don't want to hear about it. No, but I'm not here to bother anybody. I'm just here to
understand.
exercise my rights.
I understand.
But not just to do that, but I'm actually trying to get footage and stuff, like B-roll, and that's my job is to go into all the publicly accessible areas.
Right.
And then I usually end it with a public records request submission. And I'm happy to hear that you understand what that is. And
Give me a piece of paper. Just a blank piece of paper, please.
thank you. I'm not going to do it yet, though. I'm going to wait for law enforcement to get here, and then.
I'm gonna have you. Oh, yeah, no. I have a piece of paper. We'll have 2 pieces of paper just in case you need.
All right, we'll be ready when they
All right.
when they arrive. That's fine.
I got stopped with a
Okay,
question
thank you.
on the way back.
No.
You got a trash can over here? I got a melted Kit Kat. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. So I'm being nice right now.
I know.
I know I can move around, but
Yeah, well,
is that an automatic open?
it has a handicap.
Oh, it's got a handicap.
ADA accessible.
Which I don't think I touched, by the way, but I must have.
You might have.
I'm like, Shazam, it opened on its own.
So if law enforcement, hypothetically, they know the law, which I expect them to,
Right.
and they say, we understand that what he's doing is uncomfortable, but as long as he's not here beyond operation hours, he's not keeping people from doing their business, you're going to have to just deal with it. If they tell you that, then if it happens,
You're gonna have to hear what they say.
But if
I mean,
if that
you
happens,
know,
okay, hypothetically,
yeah.
if that happens, would you
I
guys?
would say we would probably both just escort you. I mean, but, you know, or we would make another call, you know,
No, I'm saying if he protects my rights,
yeah.
and would you guys remove the signage at that point because it's an
That
unconstitutional
would
sign?
be up to the tax collector, whether we do or not.
Really? I mean, really, it's up to the
Because,
people.
you know,
We the people. We the people.
We have had, you know, again, and you've been fantastic, but, you know, there have been others who aren't as fantastic.
Others have been here before, like recording.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Others
okay.
have been.
Is that why you guys put the signs up?
It is, only they were a lot more disrespectful and disruptive, and actually had gotten, I understand, video footage from officers who
Body
were
cam.
in areas where there were private and personal things, and they actually put that out on the internet, including children's pictures, different things like that. So we appreciate your good demeanor and everything.
I try to be
So-
reasonable. Yeah.
And that was really, you know, one of the, you know.
Do you know who?
additional-
Do you know who it was by chance, or what they look like? Because I might know who they are.
It was a different.
Okay.
Yeah, it was at a different branch and so forth. But
Okay.
you know, there have been many bad experiences that also led to almost fights. Other
Between the-
offices,
between the other public?
Between the other public.
Okay.
There have been multiple reasons.
Okay,
You know
well.
that reinforced that requirement.
All right. Okay. Gotcha. Do you know which branch it was at?
We've had multiple branches. We've had
Okay.
people probably in every single one of ours, even on our.
I'll let you on a
our,
little secret.
Courthouse ones.
Okay. They had signs in the Osceola County tax collector's office over there, and they took them down because of me.
Yeah.
You know, I went in
Yeah,
there,
that's
I
what
challenged
we're told
it.
to do, you know.
They called the
But
police.
we have already,
The police left.
Before you came out, but we already have had a customer verbally tell us that he's not comfortable with being videotaped back here.
Well, he's just being a bootlicker. That's all he's doing. I mean,
It's his right to
it's his
protect his information.
well, I'm protecting my right. You know, whose rights are more important? You know what I'm saying? There is no right. Again, there's no rights to privacy in public. The moment you leave your
This
house.
is a customer service area, then
No.
that's why we separate it with a door.
Oof, no, it's not customer service. It's public service. Taxpayer funded service. There's a difference. A lot of people think they don't juxtapose between customer service and public service. There's a difference. If this were customer service, that would insinuate that it is actually a private business of some sort.
We have a customer that we're servicing that you're making him uncomfortable that you can.
Again, but my rights don't stop where someone else's feelings begin. You see what I'm saying? But this guy watches other videos, so he should know.
I don't know how to want to be. That's what he is.
Shout out to Sean. Oh man. Yeah, I like Sean.
Never heard of them.
Me neither.
Well, if you
But
look,
then again, I'm not a
if you look up,
social media
you can look up Sean Paul Reyes later, and you'll find it. This guy was saying that I'm doing what Sean Paul Reyes is doing, which he's not wrong, but he's wrong about his conclusion about what how he feels about it. I mean, he can feel however he wants, but he wouldn't be able to infringe on my rights when there is no expectation of privacy in public. So I'm actually the one exercising my rights. He's not exercising any rights. So it's kind of an apples oranges thing.
There's a lot of those. Well, we had Melanie
But
Police Department
I would-
detective earlier was in the office for myself. She doesn't have this area though.
Anything interesting over on the other side, or is it all pretty much identical to this side over here?
It's customer service counters.
I mean, public service counters.
Well, you may call us a clerk. We call ourselves specialists. We're mincing words,
I know.
But I mean,
I'm being a little facetious.
Again, it's your interpretation, and tomato, creek.
I'm teasing a little bit.
We serve the public, and they are our customers. So,
Well, so am I. I'm a member of the public, and I'm exercising a constitutionally protected right, which should not be looked at negatively. From true patriots should not look at what I'm doing as an affront to anything, unless I'm doing something rude or obnoxious. just recording, again, Price v. Garland, I would look that up later. Brandsburg v. Hayes, Smith v. Cumming, freedom of the press. Those are all very, very important, more important than someone's little feelings, I can tell you that.
Well, some people don't feel that way. You know, we're all entitled to our feelings. That's the one true thing that, you know, we all have.
Well,
And what may not, you know, be important to you, maybe very important
as
to
long
somebody
as
else.
as long as people aren't enforcing their feelings on other people's rights, I don't have a problem with it.
Well, the problem would stem as, you know, had you videotaped someone that didn't like it and they decided that, you know, they were going to get violent or something like that, then we have a situation.
Well, that would be on the person who initiated the
But
violence.
absolutely, but, you know, it's kind of a catalyst for that situation. It kind of
Again, I
created it.
totally understand the over sanitation of
Right.
processes, but you know, freedom is messy, and people gotta remember that. I feel like most people in this country have forgotten what it means to, you know, exercise your rights peacefully and not let other people's feelings, you know, take those away or erode those rights. Because if we just did what people were comfortable with, the line keeps dropping. Now the general consensus becomes the line. And once the government takes your rights and it takes an inch away, you never get that back. Unfortunately.
If we let somebody back here who wants to video that doesn't do anything, and then they case our place out and decide they want to come back and rob us, that wasn't very
Hey,
beneficial
I'm
for
not.
us.
Hey, listen. I'm not saying that's
Yeah.
impossible for someone like me,
Right.
but it's unlikely. If somebody really wanted to do that, they would do it in secret. Now they got secret little recording glasses. They've got little pens and stuff you can, you know, or buttons.
Modern
That
spies.
yeah. I mean, there's other ways you can do that. You can come in and actually conduct a legitimate transaction, and be listening out, looking around, you know. So if somebody really wanted to be nefarious, there'd be better ways to do that than walking around like, you know, making it obvious I'm recording.
Yeah, but if you make it obvious, then they don't suspect you. You know, because if you were going to do
Hiding in
something
plain sight?
nefarious, absolutely.
Hey, again, considering all things, like it's possible, but
Anything is
unlikely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, anyway, kind of thirsty, but your water fountains are out there, aren't they?
We do have one
Yeah.
in the lobby over by the exit on the right.
All right, I'll hit that on the way out. So how many employees do you have here on an average day
30 to
throughout the whole
32.
day from open to close? And one of the things, well, I'll just wait until the law enforcement gets here.
What do we do? You know,
Huh?
you know what we do.
No, I
We
wasn't.
deal with a lot of
No, I was going to
protected
ask.
information.
I was going to ask something else. Yeah, it's your job to protect the information, but that's why in advance you have to get have those blackout screens you can put on the computers. There's that. There's also higher cubicles. There's frost glass. I mean, there's all kinds of things you can do to protect everything a little better if somebody comes in here recording. But I mean, I think it's pretty good the way it is now. I mean,
Most days.
it's not going to be a perfect science because we live in a fallen, imperfect world, but you know, you can only do so much without breaking the law or violating somebody's rights, you know. So it's taken a while. Well, it's not an emergency. It's not an emergency. That's why they're not here yet. If it was an emergency, they probably would have. Well, they definitely would have been here by now. They probably already know what I'm doing. I just talked to law enforcement sergeant. I think he was from the police department, though. I think.
No. Let me see if I can get a hold of an administrator because I don't know how long it's going to take them, and maybe we can not waste your time waiting for the sheriff to show up or not. So,
Administrator?
give me just a minute. Yes. Mhm.
Oh, okay. I'll wait here for now. So, how long you been here, Jan?
I'm not going to answer you.
You don't have to. Exercise your Fifth Amendment right. I do exercise my Fourth Amendment quite a lot, by the way, and my Fifth Amendment, not just my First Amendment. I go into places, public places that require ID or to sign in to get in. I refuse because it's my fourth. I don't like to relinquish my Fourth and Fifth Amendment rights, just like my First Amendment. There's a guy in Florida, by the way. He goes by the Armed Fisherman, and he exercises his Second Amendment right to carry his firearms in public, and he gets harassed all the time by law enforcement, for exercising his Second Amendment right. But the reason people, call the cops for everything is because they either don't know the rights that we all share, or they just don't care.
Which neither one would be the case in this situation.
I can't say you feel a certain way about it, but Lisa, what's her last name again? Cullen. She put you guys in a bad spot, unfortunately. I will contact her and hopefully come to an agreement to take those signs down. It's one of the reasons why I'm here. And who's the administrator she was talking about? Is that someone below Lisa, or just like who works for the?
I do not know, because she did not mention her name.
Y'all have administrators that work for the office here, or is she talking about the law
That would be
enforcement?
her.
She is an administrator.
She is.
Oh, okay. I think in all the videos that I've ever made, not once, I've done hundreds, not once have I ever obtained any private sensitive information.
But we deal with it on a daily. Every customer, we've got their social, we've got their DLs, we've got their name, we've got their birthday. I would not want to be a customer on this counter and have anybody videotaping and have any inkling of an access to that. And that's why we do try to protect our customers' privacy as much as we can.
I get the intention. I get it. Let's just hope that freedom wins in the end. That's all I care about. That's all I care about. I put my feelings aside for people's rights because, that's just me though. But I've also never been in a position where I had a policy that required me to try to tell someone to not do something they have a right to do. But I would imagine if I was in that predicament, I'd probably just say, yeah, I know you got a right to do what you're going to do, so I'm just going to let the supervisor talk to you. That's what I would do. I'm staying out of it. How many cameras do you have in here? You got one. There's one way back there in that corner. So the same laws that protect you guys, the office, to record us, are the same laws that protect we, the people, to record our government. So we're both protected under the same laws. I don't know if you caught this earlier, but I think a very good point is that that camera right there, I can FOIA request that, you know what I mean? And I get that camera footage from open today's date to close. I can do it as anonymous, give my email, say send it to me. They won't redact anything. They'll send it to me and I can post it on social media or whatever. And so that, I think that proves the point that it's definitely public and recording is not really an issue, because the state.
You're assuming that those are there for a particular purpose, and you might not know what that purpose is.
It's there for security, but it still can be of public interest, and it can be fully requested. This is partially for my security as well, because I've been in situations where people inflate things and completely fabricate things, so it's kind of for protection as well.
I was hoping to get a better answer, but unfortunately our administrators did say we are gonna,
here we
uphold
go.
our,
Hi there.
hello,
Hi,
how are you?
Oh,
how's it going?
Well, This gentleman has been, very pleasant and not causing a disruption or anything.
Been back here the whole time.
Yes, but, he's wanting to videotape in our area back here, which we do have a sign out there saying no photography or videography, so we can uphold the Driver Privacy Protection Act and
DIPA.
customers, privacy in their information in case something were turned or something.
All right.
He's insistent that that sign is not enforceable and everything. We've explained he can video as much as he wants out front in the lobby area, but he isn't doing a transaction or transacting back here, and unfortunately we do not allow photography or videography back here. So, he doesn't believe that is enforceable.
So what she's saying is, the sign, you saw the sign walking out, I assume, right? Can I just get your names and badge numbers real quick?
Sure, Deputy Heather Matthews, 4854.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
What's yours, sir?
Tisher, 5317.
Thank you. So yeah, the sign, my name's Zach.
Zach?
Yes, sir.
Zach who?
I'm just gonna stick with Zach for now. Yes, sir. I'm an independent journalist. I'm gathering content for a story. That's part of the reason why I'm here. And I'm also gonna get a public records request. But yeah, that sign, there's no Florida statute on it. I told them I'm not here to cause an issue. I've actually been back here pretty much the entire time, but
You didn't go back there?
no. So they're trying to protect,
We
the
stopped him from going in
Well,
that direction. We
kind of. I could have kept going, but I was being nice. But basically, they're just trying to protect the private information back in here, because they're exchange of private information. I told her it's not my intention to get that information. Even if I was, it's not against the law. It's what you do with it. That can be criminal, but I'm not here to do that. I told her I was just going around basically into all the public areas, not going into any restricted ones. Get the footage I need, and then submit my public records request, and then be all set. So they close, I think, in about 50 minutes. Excuse me, 45 minutes. So yeah, I was trying to explain to them it's probably not in anyone's best self-interest to call law enforcement, because I think it's a waste of police resources. But they've been told by their boss, Lisa. Lisa's the tax collector. She's the one that advised the signage. So that's why they called you guys. So that's pretty much the long and short of it. Are you guys here to protect my rights, or?
Sure.
Oh, is your body camera on, sir?
We don't have body cameras.
Oh, you don't have body cameras? Oh, man. Well, I don't like, because I'm all about transparency and accountability.
He just asked the officers if they had body cameras on, I don't know, as if they're not law enforcement and it's their job.
Well, I mean, it's not required, but, it's better for everybody, right? It protects you, protects us. What's the address of your all's precinct?
2575 North Courtney Parkway.
Thank you. You think they're going to protect
It's all
my
going to
rights?
be on here.
Oh, can I have that?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
It's got the case number on the back.
I appreciate that. Oh, wow. You guys already wrote it? Nice.
I come prepared.
And so, yeah, this is my first time up here. I'm not sure how. So what do you think is going to happen?
Oh, you're out of time, so like I can't tell far, so it looks a lot closer.
My advice is always take it slow.
Better safe than sorry.
Better safe than sorry. Just remember also what your turn signal on before you start that maneuver. Anytime you're moving across the lane of traffic, even in a parking lot, use your turn signal. Okay?
Oh, you have to turn your turn signal on the park?
Yes, because you're technically crossing the lane of traffic. You just want to show everyone what you're doing before you're doing it.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
You're parking the green lanes and everything. So you go with that. Put your vehicles away, wheels away.
How many vehicles? 2? 3?
What do you mean?
How many vehicles are did you
Our
guys?
vehicles?
Is it one each? 3 vehicles?
One each. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Seatbelt locks up on you. I would say that's a good stop.
Now, I don't know if this is true, but I heard that whenever there's a camera involved in any kind of situation, Is it kind of like, is it policy for law enforcement to always grab another law enforcement officer? It's never just one law enforcement officer, it's always two or more?
It doesn't have anything to do with the camera.
No?
If we're available, we respond to pretty much every call with two people, if possible.
Okay.
So if there's only one, there's typically somebody on the way, back up.
Okay.
So,
Okay. I'm not sure where I heard that, but I didn't know if that was true or not what I heard, but thanks for clarifying. But then again, every police department and sheriff's office has their own policies and stuff too, so.
Also, remember to use your control hat as well, just because again, it's also in traffic. Also, my advice is you're using your passion.
So I was explaining to them, just like in medical offices, they have HIPAA, they have DIPA here in DMVs.
yeah.
But the onus is on them to protect that information. They just have to do it without violating anybody's rights, That's all. I'm not disrupting anybody's business or, breaking any laws. Now, between you and me, if I'm assuming, I could be wrong, but I'm assuming they're just educating them back there, letting them know there's no, just let
Here
me
with you,
be.
so I don't know what they're saying. So we'll
but
find
if-
out when they come out.
Yeah, sure. And if that's the case, then between you and me, okay, because you're out here with me, I'm going to go to all the public areas that I haven't gone to yet. Then once I do that, I'm probably just going to head out. But it'll be after you guys leave, so they don't think you chased me out of here. You know what I mean? I don't think that's going to happen, but I'm just saying that, I just don't want them to think that they can just call the cops when they don't like something or,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Because it's just a policy. It's not like it's not a law or anything that I'm violating. I'm actually going to talk to Lisa. She's the tax collector, the head honcho, and see about getting those signs taken down because those are unconstitutional. That's why there's no statute on them. But hey, if they do something they're not supposed to do, if they try to violate my rights, I would hope you aren't complicit, that you protect my rights. Because sheriff's office, my opinion, much better than police departments, in my opinion. Because you all are tasked with a lot. You're tasked with protecting our rights. So I'm actually happy that it's the sheriff and not the police department.
Yo, it literally on the board.
Where you from, Zach?
Central Florida.
Okay.
Yep.
Born and raised here?
Raised for the most part. Yep. I wasn't born here though.
Yeah. How long it take to get used to the heat?
Never.
Never?
Nope. I don't think I'll ever get used to it.
All right. Well, talking with the officers,
Uh-huh.
they collaborate with your story. That they cannot prevent you from videoing. So,
And like I said, I'm not going to do anything unreasonable. I'm
Good.
just hey, thank you.
Yes.
I'm just gonna. Oh no, you don't want to shake my hand? All right. Well, thank you for protecting my rights, though. I appreciate that. I'm not a hey. Look,
We're
look.
like blown up right now, man.
All right. Well, you guys are good, man. I'm not going to do anything unreasonable, or I'm not going to break the law. So, all right, cool. Well, like I said, I'm going to be reasonable. I'm just gonna, like I said, I'm just going to go into all the public areas, and once I finish that,
I just asked you not.
Actually,
to
you know
them
what?
Towards the computers, just
hey, I'm not going to I promise you, I'm not going to need private information. All right, we'll do this now, and then I'll do my walk
Okay.
around, and then we're all set.
Well, you can do that first if you want, because I know they're gonna hang out with us just to make sure we don't have. Well, some are going to.
I hope not.
Hang.
I'm sorry, I didn't get your name and badge number.
It's Cardinal 852.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Yes, just in case there was somebody
Yeah.
that isn't comfortable with
Now-
it. We just don't want anyone getting.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It won't go through.
Correct.
So I just don't. You guys know that typically what I do is I wait for them to leave first because it sends a message that they're chasing me out of here. You know what I'm saying?
No, you can.
Oh, I
walk around all
know.
the
You and I know
public
that.
areas.
You and I know
Right.
that. Yeah, right. I'm just saying.
They're gonna hang up out here.
I just don't. Yeah, I just don't.
Again, we just want to ensure
Yeah.
that
we can do this
there's
right
no
now.
problem.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, if
It's
you want.
It's going to be first, last names. First and last names. Salaries of all all public employees for this DMV. Not all your locations, just this one.
Which, this information is on our website also.
Yeah. Well, sometimes they redact certain things. I just,
Well, I mean, it does have names and salaries on it, but okay.
And also, you already gave me, what's her name, Lisa's information.
Lisa.Cullen.
That could you just put on there her like her office address and all her contact info. You mentioned before there was another incident here before.
It
wasn't in this
no,
one. It was okay.
I mean, they've been in just about every branch.
Okay. So I guess any information, however you want to word that. I want to know what that was.
Okay.
So any past camera situations where law enforcement was called. I'm curious. I just want to know who that was or where that was. I just thought that was fascinating. I don't think I usually ask for disciplinary records. I'm not going to ask for that today. And what was your title? Just so I don't have to put it on
Manager.
Just the agency manager?
I'm the branch manager.
Okay, so I think that's synonymous. I think some of them call it agency man. Okay, cool. Well, you've been very pleasant. I appreciate you.
And who do they?
It's going to be my email. So it's
Okay.
going to be Liberty, Liberty, Troll, TROLL, .LLC,
LSE,
or no, like Limited Liability Company, LLC,
LLC. Okay.
at Gmail.
Okay.
Also wanted to know, on what, like why the signs are posted out there, and like what the process is to getting them taken down.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You got my email?
Yes. libertytroll.llc at gmail.com.
Yeah, that's it. All right, that's it.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Now let's finish my thing, and then I'll be all set here, and I appreciate you.
All right. Thank you.
Don't worry, I won't start any fights with anybody. Plus, they're here, so. Thank you. How's it going, bro? Yeah, I see there's one up there. And there's a whole bunch of them back here if you look up. This is a testing area over here. Okay. So we're just proving our point that we can walk around and record, no issue. Almost done.
Okay.
But I just want to say thank you for honoring your oath, okay? I know you probably don't like what I'm doing, I can tell by your energy, but it's okay. You don't have to like it. But I appreciate you, despite that, upholding my rights. So I'm just going to finish my
patience. Thank
Yeah.
you for your patience.
Hey, there's some jerks, that aren't nice about it. I don't agree with that kind of stuff. But I'm going to go out here and finish it out here now. I'm done back here, so have a good one, all right? All right. Thank you. Oh, all right, cool. Thank you. Appreciate it.
That's fine. It's emergency contact.
right, so you've got two law enforcement officers that actually parked in parking spots. And I think I saw one over here when I was inside, parked on the side of the DMV. Or maybe it was on the other side. Or no, that was one of the supervisors. He left. He's the guy that left early because he had better things to do, and I agree. Better things to do than show up for some complaint of a law-abiding citizen with a camera recording his government. I'm gonna do my outro and I'm out of here. Thank you. Have a good one, guys. All right. Yeah, be safe out there. All right, Liberty Trollers, we're gonna wrap it up here. We got our point across that we can record back in that area despite there being an unconstitutional sign or two that say there's absolutely no recording, photography, blah, blah, blah back there. But we made our case. We proved our point. We didn't wait for police to leave because, I mean, they're closing in less than 45 minutes, and I'm pretty sure they would have waited there the entire time, and I didn't want to waste police resources. Not that it would be my fault, but you guys know what I mean. I mean, I got my point across. I told them very clearly I was leaving on my own accord and that I typically do wait for law enforcement to leave, but in this case, the point was made, and I let them know that I wasn't being chased out of there, and law enforcement was pretty clear by their actions and what they were saying. It'd be interesting to know what they said to them in secret, but they don't wear body cams here, unfortunately. That's interesting. Very interesting. But I'll definitely have to say this was a drive of honor. Even though at least one of the law enforcement officers did not like what I was doing, but regardless, he still honored his oath. And that's really all we can ask for. I mean, we would love them to do it with pride and dignity, that they're being true Americans and having that American spirit. You know, I wish they all had that. I used to expect that back when I was naive. I thought most law enforcement officers had that sort of mentality, but it's actually the opposite. But I don't have much complaint. It started off a little rocky. I was able to talk to these ladies, to talk them down a little bit and get them to have a cordial, articulative conversation with me, and we came to an understanding in the end. I hope that we can get these signs taken down. I'm going to reach out to Lisa, who is I think it's like Lisa.Cullen or something like that. She's the tax collector here, the head honcho, even though we the people are above her, but you know what I mean. Maybe we can reach out to her, exercise our First Amendment right to petition our government to not have this signage that sends a wrong message and can potentially get someone like me hemmed up, a law-abiding citizen, for exercising our constitutional rights and doing it peacefully. I could have been hemmed up today. Thank God I wasn't, but it could have been the case, all because of these signs sending the wrong messages and sending the wrong signals. This is not American, and it's not constitutional. We need to get rid of those signs. So hopefully myself and others who feel the same way about it can try to get a hold of Lisa to take those damn signs down. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for sticking it out on this one. It was a little bit long, so I hope you enjoyed. I hope there was some edifying moments in here. It sure was for them. I know they were educated, so I know they didn't like it. Education usually comes when you least expect it, but they got one. Hopefully they take this opportunity to respect our rights and take down those damn signs. Thank you all for watching. As usual, I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, truth, trigger, troll.